Hello,
Hello,
nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
Okay, my name is Quỳnh from Growing Center. Today I will be your examiner for the IELTS speaking test. To begin, what is your full name?
My full name is Ielts. I also have an English name. It's Amy. You can call me English name.
Okay, Amy, how are you today?
I'm very well, but now I feel a little bit nervous.
Okay, so just take it easy. Now in this first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. How old are you, Amy?
Now I'm 15 years old and I will be in the grade 10.
Okay, so you are a student?
Yes.
And now let's talk something about your hometown. Where is your hometown?
I was born and raised in a small village in Quảng, which is in central of Vietnam. My hometown is a beautiful place with many tourist attractions like the town or resorts and tourism.
Okay, what do you like the most about your hometown?
I like almost everything about my hometown, but what I love most is the beautiful scenery. I love the nature and I love the incredible scenery everywhere here.
Okay, how about the cost of living in your hometown?
Because it is small village, so the cost of living is cheap and cheap. From the fruit to the vegetable, you can live comfortably with the average salary here.
Okay, how about the pace of life?
As I told you, it's a small village, so the pace of life is very slow, and you never see the crowded car when the light of a crowded car. Instead of hearing the car noise, you can listen to the birds singing every morning.
Okay, so great.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about your hobbies. Do you like coffee?
Yes, absolutely. I love coffee. I drink every day. It can wake me up and make don't feel asleep when and can study well when I drink a glass of coffee.
Yeah. And what food do you like?
I love the fried chicken. My mom buy it two times a week for me, but I think this is not really healthy, so I will don't eat too much.
Okay. Now let's talk about weather. What's the weather like in your country?
My country is a tropical country, so in the north of Vietnam, it has four seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So the weather is cool to the hot and to the cold. But I live in the center of Vietnam. It's only had two seasons: dry season and rainy season. The weather only hot and rain, not cool.
Okay. Does the weather affect your mood?
Yes, absolutely. I think that the weather affects a lot in our mood. If the weather is gloomy, I believe that everyone feel bored and tired of whatever they are doing. But if the weather is sunny, they feel alive and upbeat.
Okay. What is your favorite season?
My favorite season is winter. In the winter, the weather often cold and rainy. So I often stay at home, drink a cup of coffee, and watch the rain.
Okay. Do you watch the weather forecast?
I don't often watch the weather forecast on TV, but I watch it on my phone to see the temperature.
Now let's talk something about books. Do you like reading books?
Yes, absolutely. I think that a great way to relax and to learn a new thing is reading a book. I keep on reading that sometimes I can't feel asleep with an hour reading before the bedtime.
What kind of books do you like to read?
I'm into the fantasy book like Harry Potter or The Lord of the Rings. I think because they are creatively made and the author can have the great deal of imagination.
Yes. What makes a perfect place to read, Amy?
In my opinion, the perfect place to read is silent, lighting, and air conditioning. Firstly, I don't want my concentration to be distracted by any strange noise. Second, I want to protect my eyes from the overworking to the condensate of reading a book. Thirdly, reading at the right temperature is great, and it's also a good way to protect my books.
Okay. What do you think are the benefits of reading books, especially for children?
Nowadays, there are not many children keen on reading, but however, reading books have such a key role to play in raising a child. Firstly, books have a learning tool which parents could expose the kids to the art and the culture of the outside world. In addition, the moral lesson in every book could nurture their souls and for their well-being. Yes, I think that was.
Okay. Now we move to the next part of the test. In this part, I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it from 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you will have 1 minute to prepare for what you are going to say, and you can take notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Here is some paper and a pen for taking notes. Here is your topic. I'd like you to describe a tourist attraction you once visited. You should say what the attraction was, when you visited it, why you went there, and you enjoyed the visit or not. Okay?
Thank you for the question, and now I will describe my holiday. One of the interesting places I have visited was Hội An Ancient Town. Hội An Ancient Town is located in Quảng province, nearly my home, so it's taking about 30 minutes to drive here. I went to Hội An Ancient Town with my family 3 months ago when I graduated from the secondary school. And Hội An is a really holiday destination with the breathtaking view and the atmosphere. In Hội An, there are many old yellow houses which left me by some memory of the past. And the food is also a highlight here. I bet that you heard about some cuisines like soup or callo. It's really nice. After that, I visit Thanh Pottery Village. And there, the people was really nice. They taught me how to make the pottery, and I have made in the vase, which is in my house. After that, I bought some souvenirs for my friend too. I also visit some pagoda and the workshop in Hội An. It's really nice and really old. I really enjoy the trip very much, and I think that's really enjoyable. And I will come back here with my friends someday to enjoy more. Yes.
That's all for to share about your holiday. Great. Now we move to the next part of the test. In part 2, we've been talking about your tourist attraction, right?
Yes.
And in this part, I'm going to ask you some questions related to this topic. Why do you think tourism is so developed now?
In my opinion, in the past, the world had a war worldwide, so the people don't have too much money and don't have any chance to visit another place. But now the world is peace, and the people have a work a lot and they have enough money to travel to enjoy their life by traveling around the world. And besides, nowadays many children are only stay at home, not going out too much. So in the summer, their family can take them to another place or to another country for them to enjoy the life and to learn something new. This is also a way to study for children. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. What kind of transport do you prefer on holidays?
If I travel around my country, I will choose motorbike because I can go easily and I can take a lot of photos when I have a trip. And the road in Vietnam is very small, so the motorbike is really convenient to travel to the small road. Not the car is too big that we just park the car and walk into the road. And if I'm traveling abroad, I will choose plane because it is faster than ship, and I don't feel jet lag at the trip.
Okay. Do you prefer traveling alone or in a group?
I prefer traveling in a group than traveling alone because it's a good way to travel with my family or with my friend. Besides, the cost, we can share the cost of accommodation, and that is reasonable than traveling alone. And if I have an emergency, I can have somewhere to have me that I can do if I go alone.
Okay, great. That's the end of the test, and you did a good job today. Thank you, Amy, and goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher.